So you don't like the live monkey idea?
No, I don't like the live monkey idea. I don't like the vampire love story idea or the street dance competition idea.
Street dance competition.
Michael, this is the 2014 Success Club trip destination.
Right.
This is a big announcement. The coaches work all year to qualify for the Success Club trip. You've got to make the announcement as big as the trip itself. I need a big idea here.
Big announcement.
Yes.
Take a look at that one.
Motorcycle ninjas?
No, not just motorcycle ninjas. Motorcycle ninjas Oppa Gangnam style.
No. Michael, I need a big idea, something that fits the trip. What do you got for me?
Well, I have one more idea. I was saving it, but I think it'll work. It's big-ish. No, this is big. This is the one, Carl. Imagine that you are on the most beautiful, most luxurious cruise liner in the entire world.
Put your hand next to your face. Yeah. Look at me. Right here.
How does it look?
Are you out of your mind?
Hey everybody, welcome to our January Super Saturday. I'm Michael Neiman and I'm joined by Beachbody CEO Carl Deichler.
Michael, you really thought a Titanic reference was the best choice to promote a cruise?
Well, yeah, why not? It's the Titanic.
You know what happens at the end, right?
Well, no, I've never actually seen the whole movie. You know, it's really long.
Yeah, it's the Titanic.
Yeah.
The only thing worse would have been to do a spoof on the Poseidon Adventure. I mean, come on now, man.
Look at this one. Well, I guess the cat is out of the bag. That's right. 2013 is going to be a big year, and we knew that we had to have some big incentives for the coaches to go after. So, you ready? Here is the first big announcement. This year's Success Club trip will be aboard the SS Beachbody. Next March 24th through the 29th, we will be hitting the seas on a luxury Western Caribbean cruise. We'll be aboard the Royal Caribbean Liberty of the Seas, but we are renaming the ship the SS Beachbody because it is going to be 100% Beachbody 100% of the time.
Climb aboard.
You got it, you got it.
We're expecting you. That is big. I told Michael, Brett, and Jeff that I wanted to do something really big this year for the Success Club trip, and these guys went all out. They chartered an entire cruise ship.
You said go big.
This ship will be 100% exclusive to Team Beachbody coaches and their families.
No, it's gonna be a blast. Now look, we're gonna talk more about the Success Club and all of our incentive programs, but first, I have to ask you, Carl, are you excited for 2013?
I really am, Michael. I mean, 2012 was a record year. I mean, in so many ways. The Beachbody Challenge was an absolute game changer. In 2012, Coach Challenge groups paved the way for the entire network to generate well over $200 million in sales.
Incredible.
We paid out the highest commissions and bonuses ever, and we had almost 6,000 coaches qualify for Success Club. Most important, we've changed the lives of hundreds of thousands of people. You've changed the lives of hundreds of thousands of people by introducing them to a life of better fitness and nutrition.
Well, you know, those are really numbers to be proud of.
Absolutely. And, you know, most companies, they'd be happy, pat each other on the back, right? Hey, we did so good. Not Team Beachbody. We're not like most companies. As good as 2012 was, our accomplishments were only a speck of what they're going to be in 2013. I hope that every coach understands that. Our opportunity is massive. Our opportunity to accelerate our fight against obesity, to make positive changes in people's lives, to enlist more coaches to help us promote challenge groups in return for financial rewards that will improve their lives and the lives of their loved ones. Well, we're just at the very beginning of that opportunity. With your help, with your commitment to the 3 vital behaviors of inviting others to the Beachbody Challenge, of being your own proof that the products work, and of investing in personal development, well, I think that what we accomplish in 2013 is going to be monumental.
And you know, that ties in with our theme for the year, Dream Big. I mean, 2013 will only be as big as the vision that we set for it.
That's right. I'm asking every coach watching this to dream big this year. I'm talking really big. Set the bar higher for yourself, maybe higher than you're even comfortable visualizing. Decide today if you're going to become a diamond coach this year, or even a star diamond coach.
You know, this year we will probably have our first Superstar 2 coach in 2013. That's a coach who's going to be 15-star diamond in 2 business centers.
That's a big deal. I mean, like Michael said, your business will only grow as big as the vision you set for it. Every successful coach or any successful business person that I've ever met has a concrete vision for what they're going to accomplish. And then they don't let anything get in the way of achieving it.
And there always will be things trying to get in the way.
Yeah, of course, that's how life works. But if you're committed to that dream, if you're committed to getting yourself out of debt, or staying home to be with your kids, or maybe getting a loved one to be able to leave their job to spend more time at home, or to having a full-time income, doing something that you absolutely love and you're proud of, then you have to blow past those things that are holding you back. Sure, you have to acknowledge them, but then blow past the doubters, even when that doubter might be you. You have to blow right past the urge to settle for something less than your dream. When you decide on your own big dream for the year, you have to commit 100% to a path that will lead you there. Do you need to define your success milestone? Are you going to reach Success Club 5 or 10 every month? How many invitations to challenge groups are you going to send out each week? How much time are you going to invest in personal development every day? You have to decide what your dream is and how you're going to get there.
You know, you're right. I liked how you said define your success milestones. I mean, Success Club is definitely a path to almost any dream.
That's right. No matter what your goal, Success Club will help you get there. It's like a monthly measurement so that you know how you're progressing.
Exactly.
When you qualify for Success Club, you're probably being very effective at the 3 vital behaviors. That's just the way it works.
Yeah, you know, and it's nice to see how many coaches are qualifying for Success Club now. We're expecting around 1,000 coaches at Disney World.
Awesome.
Hey, here's a reminder for those of you that haven't registered yet, you have until the end of January to register, so get on that.
Absolutely. I mean, really looking forward to that trip. We have Paul Zane-Pilzer, Chris Widener speaking.
Great.
Both of these guys have great stuff to share, and we're going to hear from our 2012 Elite 10 coaches. These are the people that dreamt big at this time in 2012 and then committed to make it happen. Having an opportunity to hear from these 10 coaches is reason enough to come to the conference. If you're serious about making 2013 your big year, then you need to get to Disney and hear how these 10 coaches made 2012 their big year. This is a personal development opportunity that only happens once a year.
Hey, speaking of our Elite 10 coaches, it's still too close to call, so we can't announce who the top 10 are now, but make sure that you go to the coach office and see who our new Elite 10 coaches are.
Yeah, and right there in front of your computer, give them a bit of an ovation, right? Because their achievements were really remarkable for 2012.
And while you're there, keep clapping for the rest of the coaches that achieved elite status in 2012. Those names are also posted in the office.
You know, I want to personally thank all of our 2012 elite coaches for their accomplishments and hard work this year. The elite are the top producing coaches in the entire network. And I hope that many of you who are watching this today put achieving elite on your 2013 goal list.
You know, it's tough to be an elite coach. I mean, less than 1% of all coaches accomplish what these coaches do. But if you set your sights on it and go after it from day one, you can get there.
So, Michael, you're not even going to tell us if the 2012 top coach is going to be wearing the belt or perhaps a tiara?
Well, Carl, the belt is unisex, so of course they're going to be wearing the belt, whether it's a man or a woman. Everyone covets the belt, Carl.
All right. You'll have to go to the coach office to see who the 2012 top coach is. But we can share with everybody where next year's Elite 10 adventure will be.
Well, let's just say that this trip is going to be molto bene. You know, Carl, every Elite 10 adventure we have ever been on has been a first-class, once-in-a-lifetime experience, and the next Elite 10 adventure is definitely going to live up to that because we're going, are you ready? To Italy.
Oh, that's just so good.
That's so good. That's right. We will arrive in the eternal city of Rome where we'll take in the sights, wine, dine, maybe even get in a little shopping on Via Veneto, and then it is off for another cycling adventure through the magical region of Tuscany. I mean, you're going to experience behind-the-scene tours of medieval towns, wine tasting with award-winning winemakers, and spectacular biking through breathtaking scenery.
That sounds too good to pass up. Absolutely.
I can't wait. And you know what, Carl? I have got a fantastic idea for a promotion video for the Italy trip. Have you ever seen that scene from Lady and the Tramp with the two dogs and the spaghetti? Look, you and I, we dress up as dogs. We get a piece of spaghetti right between it.
Oh, no. That one's not going to happen, buddy. Look, I'm out of here for a little bit, but let's all commit to some big dreams in 2013, and let's make it happen, okay?
All right, thanks, Carl. That guy hates all of my ideas. Well, anyway, we'll be reviewing all of our 2013 major promotions in a little bit, but first, let's hear from Mr. Jeff Hill and some of our coaches about how they are going to make 2013 the biggest year ever.
Thanks, Michael. Well, let's jump right into the major promotions for 2013. Oh wait, where's Michael? I thought he was going to help me with this
Jeff,
scene.
I'm here. Jeff, I'm just taking a little Shakeology break. 1 second.
I don't want to interrupt you.
No, it's okay. Ooh, that's the new and improved chocolate formula Shakeology. That is fantastic. I mean, better than ever. You know, the new chocolate formula, that is shipping right now. You know, if any coaches out there had customers that didn't like the last chocolate formula, they got to go back and have them try this new flavor. It is a winner. I mean, it's delicious.
Well, that's great news, but who are all these guys back over there?
Oh, that's Team Michael.
Team Michael?
Yeah.
I haven't seen a Team Jeff around.
Oh, I'm sorry, Jeff, but you know, hey, think of it as something to look forward to when you're not the new guy anymore. So, what's up?
I've been here 2 years.
Well, you're doing a great job, Jeff. You just keep plugging away at it.
Anyway, as long as you've already spilled the beans on the Success Club trip, I thought that we should share with the coaches all of the details. Because if they're going to make the SS Beachbody part of their big dreams for this year, we better tell them how to get on that ship, right?
You know, Jeff, if you're going to dream big, anything can happen, right?
It absolutely can. But I thought before we hear from some of the coaches on how to effectively set and achieve goals, we should paint the picture of how absolutely spectacular this year's Success Club trip is going to be on the SS Beachbody.
ask any coach who joined us on the 2011 cruise, this is going to be a dream vacation. I mean, think about it. 5 nights at sea, stops in Cozumel and the Grand Cayman Island, and almost non-stop beach body partying.
And knowing some of our coaches, it might actually be non-stop partying.
And remember, Jeff, this ship will be filled exclusively with our coaches and their guests. I mean, it is going to be 100% beach body.
So does that mean that you get to host a karaoke night in your Shakeology suit?
Well, I hope so. But hey, Jeff, I'm not just packing the Shakeology suit. I'm also packing my Shakeology snuggle wrap for the pool area.
Okay, but just remember that it doesn't have a back to it. I heard about your incident on your vacation.
Look, it was no big deal. It was just...
That's what I heard from the people who saw you.
What do you mean by that?
Never mind. Okay, but how do our coaches earn away on the SS Beachbody? All
right, Jeff. Well, first, let me give out a very important webpage. Now, everybody should write this down. www.ssbeachbody2014.com. Go to that website, and it will have all of the details on the trip and what you need to do to get registered.
And getting registered early is key for this trip, isn't it?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, the registration starts today. Now listen, Jeff, this year it works a little bit differently. We're going to ask all of the coaches to commit up front to joining us on the cruise. Make it a part of your dream and commit right now. Now there's 1,600 cabins available. They're interior cabins, window cabins, and balcony cabins. But all of these cabins are available on a first come, first serve basis.
Okay, so a coach decides which type of cabin they want when they register.
Yeah, exactly. Every cabin is for 2 people, and each cabin, whether it's a window, balcony, or interior, each cabin has a set price. The coach picks the cabin they want and places a $220 non-refundable deposit when they register.
Okay, so now you said that each cabin has a price.
Right.
Does that mean that coaches pay to go on the cruise?
Well, they can, but we hope that all of our coaches earn their way onto the cruise without paying anything but the deposit.
Okay, so how does that work?
Well, it works with cruise dollars. That's right, cruise dollars. So coaches will earn 10 cruise dollars for every Success Club point that they earn. And they can apply these cruise dollars towards the cost of their cabin.
So that's great. So they can use the cruise dollars to completely pay for their cabin, or they can pay some in cruise dollars or some in cash.
Yeah, and we'll still have a 9-month Success Club qualification to get your cabin paid for, and a Fast Start program for our new coaches.
And for the coaches who are in Success Club 5 in all 12 months, we'll give them $500 in onboard credit that can either be applied to a cabin upgrade or they can put it on their account.
Party in their room.
Big parties. And if they do Success Club 10 in all 12 months, we'll make that $1,000 in onboard credit.
That's fantastic. So listen, coaches can qualify to have everything paid for by Beachbody except for the deposit.
Now, there's one very important thing to note. As we said earlier, the cabins are only available on a first-come, first-served basis. So that means if you achieve your 9 months of Success Club and meet all of the other requirements and you haven't registered, you may not be able to come on the cruise if there are no cabins available. You know, Carl talked about 2013 being the year to dream big, and this is going to be an absolute dream vacation. So coaches, commit now and make it happen.
Hey, Jeff, I'm not going to go into all the details about how the billing works, except to say that we are going to make it easy. Don't worry. I mean, at a high level, the coach puts down their deposit when they register, and then we bill you quarterly. And the first quarterly bill, that won't even happen until April. And we'll be deducting any cruise dollars earned through the previous quarter from that bill. So hopefully, you won't get charged for anything.
It's all paid for.
Guys. You said you wanted to get a photo for Facebook.
Always, always.
You registered for the cruise?
Not yet.
Hey, Carl, I'm registered.
Yeah,
I registered early.
Okay, absolutely.
Wow.
Awesome,
Nice,
because
that's
I
good.
wanted to make sure that everybody is on this cruise. Nobody misses it. So to encourage you all to register today, the first 400 coaches that register will get an exclusive photo with me, Tony Horton, and Sean T. That's right, exactly. We're gonna have a professional photographer there to make sure you get a great photo to use to help build your business. So don't be like Jeff, who hasn't registered yet. He gets no photo. Michael is registered, he gets a photo. I want you to get a photo.
I hope they're picking that up because this really is going to be awesome. This may be the only opportunity to get a picture with you guys, right?
It's going to be crowded, man. There's a lot of people there. And I've got another idea, okay?
Uh-oh.
Let's double those cruise dollars in January.
Wow,
In
double
January.
cruise dollars in January.
That's right. That should help more people earn their way onto the SS Beachbody, so we really pack that cruise.
That's a great idea. So that way, if a coach earns Success Club 10 in January, instead of getting 100 cruise dollars, they'll actually earn 200 cruise dollars that can be applied towards that April bill.
Pretty nice.
That's quite an offering, Carl. That's very nice.
No problem. I want that ship full. I want it to be rockin' Beachbody style. You know.
You got it.
Hey guys, all right, before I go. Yeah. Have you seen Team Carl? Because they didn't show up like they were supposed to. I was supposed to have a whole thing.
So was it 2 guys and 2 girls?
Yeah, no, we haven't seen them.
All right, let me know if you find them.
We'll look.
Yeah, we'll send them up to your office, Carl. Listen, Jeff, I got to go take care of something. You just, you continue on.
I got it covered. Well, coaches, we are kicking off 2013 with our biggest Success Club promotion ever. We were thinking big when we chartered an entire cruise ship, and we want you and your family to be on that ship. To do so, you need to be thinking big. But as you know, dreams don't come true without good planning. It's critical, if you want your dreams to come true, that you establish and commit to clear, realistic goals, and then identify and commit to the activities that will lead you to reaching those goals. To be successful in 2013, to achieve your dreams, you really need to have your goals in place right now. So we thought it would be great to learn from one of our star diamond coaches who's had a very successful business. 7-star diamond coach, Trina Gray, all the way from Alpena, Michigan, way up there. You really made 2012 a great year, but it started with setting some goals. Fair statement?
Very fair statement. Goals is one of my favorite topics, Jeff, so thank you so much for having me here to talk to you about it today.
Well, we've got a whole bunch of coaches out there that are maybe brand new to the business, but let's talk just a little bit about goals. Just start out. To you, what is a goal? What's an effective goal?
A goal is taking something that most people consider to be a wish. Oh, I wish my health were different. I wish my life were different. I wish I had a different career. I wish I had a different house. It's taking those wishes out of the wishing well, stop dropping pennies, start putting legs on your wishes and turn them into goals, real, actionable, achievable goals.
So there's all kinds of goals, right? Now we're here obviously representing Beachbody, but we don't stand alone just as a company. People have lives. So how do you coach a new coach about positioning their Beachbody goals with their life goals?
Oh, great question. I think one of the questions I get asked the most by my coaches is how do you balance your life, Trina, and how do you balance all of these different goals? So what I like to tell people straight up is that I don't walk around on a balance beam balancing all my goals perfectly. The idea is that you have goals in different areas of your life, whether it's family, finances, career, your own fitness, your health, your spirituality. Know what kind of goals you want in your life and then set specific goals to meet each area of your life. The way that you know that if you're on track, can you see all those areas that are important to you in your life in front of you? Maybe one takes a lead. Maybe fitness is really rocking and your business is lagging. Maybe you're really doing great on your business, but your family is a step behind. As long as you know what matters to you, what goals are important to you, make sure they're in front of you and not in your rearview mirror.
So what happens when you have a goal over here and you have a goal over here and they really don't align very well? What do you do with that kind of situation?
Yeah, you need to look at your goals and figure out which one's more important to you. You certainly cannot say that you want to have lots and lots of free time and you want to read 100 new novels this year and be a 5-star diamond. You have to figure out what really matters to you, and does one goal make some of the other goals more possible?
Okay, so you talk about having these goals in front of you, not behind you. Now, I know you're talking more figuratively, but how do you really crystallize those goals so they're in front of you, so they're clear, and something that you can create accountability around?
Absolutely. Well, no goal is real until you do 2 things. You've got to write it down and you've got to vocalize it. So in my life, I write all my goals for the year down. You can use your leader roadmap. There's so many ways to mark down your goals in this business.
Good plug.
You can also vocalize, and you should vocalize your goals. So for me in my life, I will tell my husband, Jeff, what my goals are for the year.
Not this Jeff.
Not this Jeff.
Not this Jeff.
He's a shipwreck archaeologist.
Wow.
He's got one up on you there.
He's got two up on me there.
So for my goals, I have to write them down, but I have to tell him about them. I want to make this statement clear. Just because you vocalize your goals to other people in your life doesn't mean that they must have the same exact goals. You don't need others to validate your goals. You need to share them with people in your life so they know where you are going. So if I tell my husband I want to achieve 10-star and I want to pay off our cottage, I want to pay off debt, or I want to achieve something in particular, I'm telling him to make it more real to me, and I'm telling him so he knows where I want us to go, but I'm not asking others to validate my goals. And that's just something to know as a coach, that not everyone wants what you want, but you've got to be clear about what you want.
Okay, so let's start to narrow in a little bit just on the Beachbody business, understanding there's lots of other opportunities out there for goal setting. A brand new coach out there says, you know, Trina, I really would love to be a diamond by Summit. How would you approach that new coach, or how would you coach them?
Absolutely. There's so many great resources out there in the Team Beachbody Network, in the back office, so many trainings, the weekly call. First and foremost, I want to know, why does this person want to be Diamond by Summit? So before I can delve them into all of the resources that are available to help them understand how to set up a challenge group, understand how to coach their challengers, I need them to know, why did you just pick that goal? So sometimes when you ask people what's their burning why, they look at you kind of blankly because they haven't been asked that before. So an easier way to get to it, kind of backdoor it, would be to say to somebody, what would having another $50 a week do for you? Well, what about $500 a week? What would that do for you? And then when you actually connect that specific item, so say they would take a family vacation, then I get into, all right, well, what would that be like to tell your family that you achieved enough in this business to take them on vacation? How would that feel to you? Where would you take them? What would their reaction be? And now becoming a diamond is great, but it's a lot greater when it actually fits into your life and has emotion and experience attached to it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's kind of the concept of anchoring your goals to something. Is that a fair statement?
That is a very fair statement. You can anchor your goals to something more than achieving diamond in the business is amazing, and it's great recognition, and it's something to be very proud of. But it means even more when it's tied to something that's specific to your family, to your life, to your own emotions. So saying to somebody, I'd love for you to reach diamond, and I'd love for you to reach it also because you mentioned that being able to spend more time with your family mattered to you, and if you had that financial freedom, you'd be able to do that.
Okay, so that's step number one, you said. So the first part is to really find out why they wanted to set that goal. And you said there were two things that you would...
Yes, so number one is, why do they want to set that goal? Once you know that, they're clear about it, you're clear about it. The second thing is to build accountability around them so they cannot fail. And what I mean by that is if they're accountable to being on the national coach call, if they're accountable to being on our team call, if they're accountable, if they have an accountability buddy on our team, if they're accountable to achieving, to setting up their challenge and inviting people to their challenge. So I have them tell me where they want to go, and then I build accountability around them so they truly cannot fall off.
Let's talk about a couple more things. Obstacles to goals. Everyone's going to have obstacles. How do you deal with those in the business?
I know this sounds funny, but truly you should embrace, expect, and even celebrate obstacles. When you encounter an obstacle and you overcome it, you work yourself through it, you bulldoze through it, you become a stronger leader. What kind of obstacles are coaches going to see in this business? Somebody's going to cancel their home direct.
Right.
Somebody's going to return something. Somebody's going to drop off your team. Somebody's going to say no to being in your challenge group or being on your team. That's just one step closer to achieving more success. If you're getting no's, if you're getting obstacles, that means you're on the journey.
Now, Success Club, big piece of this. So we're right at the beginning of the year. We need to wrap up here. But as you start to look at Success Club and someone says, how do I get started now? What do I do? This thing's going to end here in another half an hour. What do I do next?
Right. The first thing I tell my coaches is that you absolutely 100%, you've heard it before, but I'll say it again, you have to be a product of the product. You cannot be out there talking health and wellness, Shakeology, DVDs, fitness programs if you're not believing in that lifestyle yourself. Once you have that, you're on the journey. Whether or not you're at your ideal weight or not, no one cares. Get on the journey. Then be willing to invite people to participate in your business in one of two ways: as a customer in your challenge or as a coach on your team.
Trina, just in a wrap up, if you've got 30 seconds to say to the coaches, man, if you want to be successful at goal setting, if you want to achieve your dreams, what would you say to them?
Well, in 30 seconds, what I can tell you is that 2 years ago, I didn't see myself as an elite coach. I didn't consider myself a star diamond coach or someone who would ever qualify for a cruise. And what I did was decide. I decided, why not me? Someone's going to be at that level. Someone's going to be leading a team. Someone's going to be helping end the trend of obesity in an impactful, powerful way. Why not me? So I'm saying to you coaches, before you start writing down your goals, see yourself as a successful person that you want to be. Once you believe in that success and you believe that you're deserving of the success that you truly are, then start getting those goals down on paper. Start leading challenges. Start inviting people to your business. Start stepping into the leadership role that we desperately want and need for you in this company. Coaches out there, this trip is meant for you. It's meant for you. It's meant for your family and your coaches to go and celebrate this powerful mission that you're a part of.
Awesome, Trina. Well, thank you. I couldn't say it better myself, but hey, thanks for coming all the way out here from Alpena, and we'll see you on the cruise.
All right.
All right, coaches. Well, Trina gave us some great examples of how to set the right goals for you and your business. And again, setting goals is only part of the equation to be successful. You have to follow the goals by consistently engaging in the right activities. I'm excited to let you hear from another top coach who just a few years ago decided that her goals and activities needed to include Success Club. And since that time, she has never failed to achieve Success Club. She's gone on to qualify for Elite every single year and is our only coach to qualify for the Elite 10 for several years. And who knows, she may be qualifying again this year. That means she's traveled to France and Tahiti and maybe even Argentina. It's pretty impressive. So let's hear from 15-star Diamond coach Hillary Kelly.
One of the first things that I do with my new coaches is teach them about Success Club. And here's why. Because I really believe that Success Club has been the most important part of my business, because I know it's that small goal that I can hit every month, which is very simple, not thinking in big terms, but breaking it down month by month and knowing that if I can hit 5 or 10 every month, I'll have a paycheck and my team will be growing. It really is so simple to make Success Club every month. All you need to do is sell a challenge pack, which is 2 points per challenge pack, and 1 Shakeology HD. Now, you sell 2 challenge packs, that's 2 points each, 2 plus 2, and 1 Shakeology on HD, that's 5 points. I mean, how simple is that? You are in Success Club 5. Boom. One of the most valuable benefits of Success Club for me is the fact that it has allowed me to set that goal every month to make Success Club 5 or 10. And I know that I'm getting customers that are becoming advocates of the products, and they are naturally turning into coaches and helping me to grow my business. And my business is growing, my checks are growing, and it really has been a huge game changer for me personally, for my business. I have been able to stay consistent in Success Club by simply doing those basic tasks every day, day in and day out, consistently making the effort to invite people, share Beachbody with people, grow my challenge groups, and help my team to do the same. Duplicating that every single month and hitting that goal 3 years later has helped me to get where I am today in this business and to achieve Success Club and all the rewards that have come with it. 3 years ago, I started as a stay-at-home mom, helping to earn just $10 a week to help with the groceries. My husband was working full-time. We had 2 kids at home. So it was a goal of mine to be able to help take some of the load and some of the burden off him. What started to happen, I started sharing my story and reaching out to others, most of the time through Facebook, through social media, connecting with other moms. That first month in Success Club, I shot for 5 points and I got 10. And what happened was I reached a goal and I set the bar higher for myself. A year later, it allowed me to actually contribute more than just that $10 to the groceries. It allowed me to help with the mortgage. It allowed me to buy a new car for our family. And fast forward, another year later, and I was able to take a trip with my kids and not worry about the money, and to be able to do some fun things with my family and go out to dinner and not worry about those things because I am consistent in my business. Last year, my husband was able to quit his job and he's home with our 2 little boys, and he is now my business partner. This year, I was able to move my family to the beautiful state of Florida, and I am no longer, chilling in the winters in Connecticut. But the biggest reward really is seeing my team being able to duplicate it as well. And it's so easy to help them achieve Success Club. It is the easiest incentive that you can show your team to duplicate every month. I have a great example of a coach who has remained consistent in Success Club. She became a coach 2.5 years ago, and we got together and we made a goal for her to reach Success Club every month because she wanted to become debt-free, and she also wanted her husband to quit his job so he could remain at home with her and their young daughter. So we fast forward 2.5 years later, and her consistent goal of hitting Success Club 5 or 10 every month has helped her to achieve that goal of not only being debt-free, but also having her husband quit his job. I am so excited about 2013's promotion. I am a huge goal setter. I am registering for the January Success Club promotion, and I am making sure that every single month I am going to hit Success Club 5 or 10 because I want to be on that ship. I come away every trip wanting to work my business more and to set more goals for my business. Let's get serious. Now is the time. Today is the day. January, you have to register for that cruise. You have to set your goal to earn Success Club so you can get double cruise dollars and you can earn that trip in 2014. I cannot wait to see all of you there. Don't miss that boat. Don't be left standing on the dock waving to the SH Beachbody. We want to see every single coach make Success Club. Make it your goal, register for that cruise, and you will be there with us in 2014.
Thank you, Hillary. That's a great example of setting a goal, engaging in the right activities, and having a tremendous payoff. Here's the simple power behind Success Club. It focuses you on the critical activities that create the greatest results. And the rewards are both short and long term.
Hey Jeff, after listening to Trina and Hillary, I imagine that there are a lot of coaches thinking that 2013 is going to be the year that they are going to become an elite coach. And
great goal.
I couldn't encourage that more. Being an elite coach has great rewards. I mean, not only are you eligible to earn the $500 a month Success Club Elite bonus, but you're treated to a whole slew of elite perks, including exclusive elite parties at all of our events, like before the Success Club Conference and Celebration or Summit Leadership event.
Some fun things.
Anyway, I just wanted to let the coaches know that anyone who's interested in learning more about how the elite program works, I want you to know that we're having a webinar on Thursday, January 17th to explain how it works, what it takes to qualify, the benefits, and hey, we're also going to introduce a new recognition level called Premier.
Coaches are going to want to hear about it.
Yep, so if you're setting your sights on becoming an elite coach, go to the coach's office to get all the details on the elite webinar.
Well, and that's great information to know, and I'm sure that we're going to have a lot of coaches that are going to tune in for that webinar. But let's remember that the foundation behind all of our promotions is Success Club. And really, we forgot to mention an important update that we've made to the Success Club program.
That's right. Starting in January, we have officially removed the requirement for a coach to qualify for Success Club by having at least one Coach Success Club point.
I really think there's going to be a lot of coaches that think that's great news, but one thing to consider is that to qualify for the Success Club trip by earning 9 months of Success Club, you'll also have to have enrolled 9 new coaches with 90-point HD orders.
That's right. So to be clear, enrolling a new coach, not a requirement for the monthly Success Club qualification, but you do have to enroll 9 coaches with 90-point HD orders in any months throughout the year to qualify for that trip promotion.
Okay, and again, those can happen over any month in the year. Now, I know it sounds a bit complicated, but if you go to the cruise website, it'll all make sense.
I hope that people realize how lucrative qualifying for Success Club can be. I want to share a success story. Coach Michelle Burrell, she qualified for Success Club a year ago in January 2012. She earned a little over $300 in commissions from the orders that qualified her for Success Club.
Nice.
Qualified for our customer lead program. The next month, she received leads from both the customer and the Shakeology lead programs. Those customers that she received from the lead programs, because of the work that she did to qualify for Success Club, generated another $600 in commissions between February and November. That's not bad.
Some pretty nice benefits.
Yeah. And as a side note, if you want to learn more about Beachbody's lead programs and how you can get the most of it, check out Shelly Parisi's webinar in the coach's office on the customer lead program. All right, Jeff. Well, look, I'm going to turn things over to you. Keep it going. Keep up the good work, Jeff.
All right, thanks, Michael.
All right,
good
take it
job.
easy.
Well, coaches, we have covered a ton of stuff in this Super Saturday, but we'd be remiss if we didn't plug Summit. We have over 6,000 tickets sold for this Summit, and it's a must-attend event for every coach. It's the only place where you get to experience the energy of all the coaches coming together. There's outstanding training, key announcements, working out and rubbing elbows with Tony and Sean T, Shalene, and of course, all of our trainers. And not to mention, there's a lot of parties. And of course, the keynote speaker is always a highlight, and this year will be no different. I'm excited to announce our very special keynote speaker, Jan C. Maxwell. John Maxwell is an internationally recognized leadership expert who has sold over 16 million books. John Maxwell's philosophy that everything rises and falls on leadership motivates his every endeavor to help individuals reach their highest potential. This will be an opportunity to hear from one of the world's renowned speakers in addition to everything else we do at Summit. And remember, January is the last month to register with a payment plan to get to Summit. Now, to those of you who have attended Summit and know how powerful it can be, there's a lot of coaches in your organization that need to hear your experience and let them know why the investment will be worth it. We'll do our part, but getting them there is your responsibility. Summit's going to be absolutely epic, and we don't want anyone to miss out. Now, as we end, here are a few takeaways to jumpstart your new year. First, get very clear in your mind what your big dream is. Make the cruise for you and your family a part of that dream, and add little reminders to help you reach that dream. And number two, make your dreams public. Register for the cruise today, and then post it. Post it on Facebook, Twitter, and post it in your local newspaper. Let others know that you're all in and that you're excited. Number three, make Achieving Success Club every month one of your specific goals, and start with this month. Not only will it earn you a spot on the cruise, but more importantly, you'll build consistent residual income that could let you go on as many cruises as you want or achieve whatever other life goals you might have. And fourth, get started today. It's the most critical activity in building your business. Now, we have tons of tools to help you grow and master your business, like the 5-step invitation guide, the quick start guide, and the challenge group guides. All of these tools were developed for you to become successful. You just need to use them. Now, coaches, we're a pretty incredible business. Our mission is helping people achieve their goals and enjoying healthy and fulfilling lives. And I believe we're the very best at what we do. As we close, we want to share the inspiring story of Nicole Jones, who chose to commit to leading a healthy, fulfilling life, and in the process, completely transformed her family's life.
I was at my heaviest when I saw the P90X infomercials. I just felt awful. I had no energy. We had a 2-month-old and a 4-year-old at home. I just couldn't keep up with the girls. The 4-year-old and then the 2-month-old, I wanted to be napping when the 2-month-old was napping, and I couldn't because the 4-year-old was running around the house, so that's not very safe. So I just felt lethargic all the time. I was slipping into a depression because we didn't have money. I just felt awful. So I didn't have the greatest health, and I didn't have the greatest nutrition, and I didn't know what to do. And then saw real people on Facebook having success with P90X and with Shakeology. I thought, I I gotta try this, I gotta try this. And I brought it up to my husband, and at the time, he was the only one bringing in any income. So we were struggling for sure. We didn't have enough money at the end of the month to pay all of our bills. And I started talking to my friend about the business opportunity that went along with this whole thing. And I assured my husband that I was going to make the $240 back in that first month. I was gonna do whatever it took, and I told my coach that I need to make all of this money back. You need to help me because I need to feed my family. I made $239 in my first month, and then every month after that, the money just kept going up. And what I focused on was Success Club. My coach and then his coach just kept saying, you've got to hit Success Club and everything will just compound and you'll just make more money and more money. And it happened. The next month I made $400 and then it was $600 and it just kept going up. 6 months into it, I earned the Beachbody cruise. So I couldn't believe it. I earned a trip in 5 months in this brand new business. And I remember going to the gas station with my husband, and for 2 years, we basically would go to the gas station and he would say to me, well, how much can I put in the gas tank today? I said to him, fill it. And he looked at me like I had two heads. What do you mean fill it? Like all the way? Like $50? And I said, yeah, go ahead and fill it. And it was just the moment, and I sat there in the car while he was pumping the gas and the girls were in the back, and I just started crying because I just couldn't believe that one little piece was huge. It was a huge piece that we just were able to fill the gas tank. And that same weekend, my coach actually called me and said, hey, you want to go take the girls out for dinner? And it was this big arcade place too. So I'm thinking, that's gonna be $100 night dinner and this arcade night. And we went, and my husband's like, well, we just filled the gas tank. Like, it was just this whole chain of events that we were able to just spend $150 in one weekend and not think about it. My life has changed drastically financially with Beachbody. I have lost 35 pounds and 30 inches and have gone from a size 10 to a size 0. Because I started my journey with P90X and just kept going, so I know the importance of fitness, but there was never something to tie it in. And as a mom with a 2-month-old and a 4-year-old at home, I was running a business from my home. So I basically built a business on Facebook. I started out with about 200 friends, and now I have well over 2,000, but basically at that time, I was just building a business on Facebook, basically connecting with moms who were in the same situation as me. My Beachbody success, I definitely attribute to my own personal transformations. A huge piece of this transformation process is your personal development. You need to change and grow and learn yourself to grow into a better and stronger person for this new youth.
Okay, we rolling, guys? Okay, hey, it's me again. We were going to end with Nicole's story because it was so inspiring. We thought it was a great ending to a Super Saturday. But look, I wanted to come back. I know what it's like to sit at a Super Saturday. There's so much information coming at you. Jeff did a great wrap-up of what you need to do, what your priorities need to be. But I wanted to take just one more moment to make sure that you wrote the important things down, that you've got an action plan, so that from here, from this moment, you're in action so that none of 2013 gets away from you, okay? Number one, like Jeff said, you need to be clear on a big dream. I know so many people, I look at your Facebook pages all the time, and I see that life as usual happens all the time. You're not thinking big. You're not thinking ahead to your kids' college education, or paying off that mortgage, or what you can achieve if you apply some of the same energy that you're putting into TV or video games, or even that full-time job that you could lose at any time. If you applied some of that effort toward the 3 vital behaviors, and you started to surface that and show your teams that you're doing that, everything can start to materialize. That's the importance of both big dreams and taking action on those big dreams. Make the cruise an important part of your plan for this year. You absolutely go ahead, get registered for that cruise right now, and commit that in 2014 you're going to be on the SS Beachbody with us. Put pictures of that boat on the fridge so the whole family can get inspired and excited about the prospect of going on that trip. Okay, number 2, you want to make your dreams public. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, tell your friends and family. You want to make sure that people know what you're going for. I think the people who are closest to you, the people who are truly your friends, will support you in that goal. And remember, one of your goals is also going to be to remain or get healthier, to get more fit, to experiment with new fitness programs. And people are going to want to be a part of that. They're going to want to be a part of your challenge groups. You need to go public with that information. Number 3, make Achieving Success Club a very important objective on day 1 of every month. You don't start thinking about Success Club at the end of the month. You start thinking about Success Club the first day of the month, and you measure yourself. Have an appointment in your calendar where you assess where are you with your Success Club points for the month and what are your prospects. We want you to achieve Success Club because that shows productivity in your business, and it shows that you're building a team of people helping people. Not only will it earn you a spot on the cruise, but it is the absolute most important measure of whether the business model that we've created of having a true positive effect on people's lives, if it's actually happening. And that's the real value when you're achieving Success Club, of having a measurement to know that you're on track for achieving some goal. Number 4. This is the most important one that Jeff said. That is always the theme of Super Saturday. You've got to get started. I know you might have lunch plans, go get the kids from soccer or whatever. Right now, you need to change your behavior, and you need to make a commitment to changing that behavior. You can be hands-free on the phone in the car. You can be making a list right now as you sit there. You can get your team together right there at Super Saturday or Super Sunday, wherever you are, and make a commitment. How is your team going to work together? How are you going to attack these vital behaviors? Are you starting an Ultimate Reset Challenge group? Are you starting up with the brand new program Combat? Are you putting a P90X group together? There is so much going on that it's very easy to let it all sort of go over your head because it's so much activity. But you've got to stop, clean slate, and decide what you're going to do to get this year started right. You signed up to be a coach for a reason. You signed up to be a coach to help people get healthy and fit, to help us achieve this core purpose of helping people achieve their goals to lead healthy, fulfilling lives. That means we want you to achieve your goal. But we can't do it for you. Right now, you have to be committed to it, and you have to be committed to take action starting now, starting today. That's what we want for you. I'm a businessman too. I promise you. I hit that desk every Monday morning. In fact, I start to plan it Sunday night, and I know what my week's going to be in order to achieve my goals. I've got big goals for 2013. I want you to have big goals, big dreams, so that your dreams will come true. It starts now. It starts this year. It starts today. I mean it. Let's get to work.